So we were talking earlier about the balance of frame rate to graphics quality.
Hmm.
So something like Red Dead, I veered more towards toward the graphic quality side and sort of let my frames like get, go minimum on the frame rate, maximize my visual quality. In Control, I kind of go the other way. I'm like, all right, I'll sacrifice some visual quality for frames because of the style of combat. So,
That
for
makes
what
sense.
that's worth.
And like that's one of those games. Digital Foundry on YouTube. They were showing off how good Control looks with like ray tracing on like a CRT monitor, because
Oh
like
yeah.
you can just put it at like, oh, and it like with RTX they also do like this weird scaling, like AI image quality rendering thing, and so like you
Hmm.
can just push super ultra high frame rates on these CRT monitors, which like have really low resolutions, and
Hmm.
like a CRT monitor can render all those frames. And so
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
they were just talking about how like kind of profound that experience was. Like they made it for a little bit, they made it worth me like going and seeing if I can find like a CRT monitor, till I realized that those motherfuckers is massively upcharged on OfferUp now because of that.
Oh yeah. And oh come on, who wants to play games in 4:3 aspect ratio?
I mean, you'd be surprised. Like, those guys, I mean, nerds. Let me shut up. I had to catch
Listen,
myself.
I grew up playing games on those freaking monitors. I had this giant Mitsubishi 21-inch diagonal fucking boat anchor sitting on my desk for a long time.
I was gonna say that had to weigh like 150 pounds.
Huge. I mean, like you put the thing on the desk and like the monitor, like there was barely room on the desk left for the keyboard in front of it because the thing was just so damn big. And
It,
it looked good, I guess. At the time, games were different at the time. They weren't like they are now. But um, man, flat screens changed everything. I never go back.
yeah,
Although I will tell you, when I got my first flat screen, it was some gateway thing, and oh my god, you know what I don't miss about that first one?
what's
The
that?
ghost. Oh my god, the ghosting was horrible. I mean, now like we've got high frame rate, crispy displays.
We're spoiled for all intents and purposes.
I love it. I love living in the future, dude.
Yeah, I know it's great, right? And you can get like a dope monitor for like $100. Like $100 wouldn't get you shit like 10 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like imagine that, dude. Like remember, I used to go to Best Buy to get like, I would take my little Chuck E. Cheese money. I was like 15, 16 years old. Take my little Chuck E. Cheese money and go to Best Buy and just get something, anything to put in my little computer, a little compact computer with like a Celeron processor in it, and I
Mm-hmm.
would get like just the shittiest graphics processor that nobody would recommend, but it was all my money could get, and it was upcharged because Best Buy was awful at that kind of stuff at the time. And like like the good stuff costs like hundreds of dollars. Like I couldn't even imagine. And even like like 5 or 6 years ago, like the best hardware that was getting you really good image quality, you were paying 200 $300 for it. But like now you can spend 150 dollars and you can be playing games 1080p 60 frames across the entire board and be getting better image quality than like your PlayStation 4s and like your Xboxes. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. It's a good world to live in, and it just gets better.
Just keeps getting better, man. Just keeps getting better.